This morning, we are talking to the leaders of two Connecticut communities, one a city, the other a small town. First up, the mayor of Meriden, Kevin Scarpati. Mayor Scarpati, thanks so much for being with us here today. Good
Thanks
to see
for having me, Dennis. Great to be here.
So next to your name, the viewers will notice there is a U rather than an I for independent. What's the difference? Because people always ask me, what is a U?
Sure. So U stands for unaffiliated, which means I'm not affiliated with any political party. The I is independent. So there is an actual party, the independent party, different than the Democrat or Republican parties that people are accustomed to.
Is it difficult to govern without a party behind you?
You know, it certainly can be. I think at times it's a double-edged sword. When you're out working to get votes and talking with voters and constituents, they realize that you're not affiliated with a party, so your allegiance truly lies with the community and with the residents. But at times when I'm trying to get through certain policies or projects, that can be challenging because I don't have a caucus to back me up necessarily on the council floor. So at times it's work to get projects done.
What's the top issue right now facing Meriden?
We are in the midst of our budget season, so most municipalities work in advance of the state budget cycle. So, you know, trying to realize what our revenues are going to be, offset them with our expenses while passing a responsible budget, so it's not so heavy on our taxpayers, but at the same time trying to find ways to redevelop ourselves and attract new business. It's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. We've got American Rescue Plan funding that we're using to invest in new business, but it's always a challenge.
I walked around downtown Meriden with you a couple years ago, and you were very proud of all the progress you've made downtown. New train station. How much is that helping Meriden?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been a catalyst. We've spent the better part of the last decade redeveloping our downtown from the beautiful Meriden Green that has been heavily invested and utilized. We've now got summer concerts out there every year, so it's really something that people have reaped the benefit of. We still have some empty storefronts, but right now we're working on a new senior center that's going to go into the old medical building and then hopefully help, you know, rejuvenate that area of town.
And you want more housing downtown, correct?
We've built up a lot of housing within that area, and I think the component that has been missing, we've done a lot of affordable housing, a lot of workforce housing. I think that the missing piece of that puzzle is market rate, so we're working with some developers right now on bringing market rate development to some of those key areas within that TOD, transit-oriented development region, for access to the train and the bus line, and really make it much more user-friendly.
You know, when I talk to police chiefs across the state, they all say it's so difficult to hire people that they're down a couple of officers, in some cases dozens, right? Is it difficult in Meriden as well to find people to fill these jobs? So,
you know, as of this past month, we have somewhat of a recruiting fair going on. We have 6 entry-level officers open right now. Our sworn officer count is at 123. So we are down a few, but overall, I would say our police chief Rosado is doing an outstanding job, and his entire command staff, making sure that our officers have the support they need. We also need the support at the state level when it comes to arresting and apprehending these individuals, that it's not a recurring cycle where we have to rearrest somebody multiple times.
Why should someone buy a house in Meriden? What's your pitch?
You know, there's I bought a house.
You love the Silver City.
Absolutely. I bought a house several years back, not only because I'm mayor, I grew up in the city, but there's so much going on in our city. And this weekend, obviously, as you see behind, we have the Daffodil Fest.
Yes, we do.
It's something that we take great pride in. We attract tens of thousands of people from across New England to our community. We have tremendous hiking trails and parks across our city. We also have delicious food anywhere you go. You know, here in New Haven, we're in the pizza capital of the world, but in Meriden, not only do we have great pizza, we're home of the steamed cheeseburger. So there's lots of things to do in our city.
Good enough. All right. Kevin Scarpati, he is the mayor of the Silver City. We call it the Silver City because silver, of course, was the big industry like 150 years ago.
That's true. Known the world over here in Meriden.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Dennis.
And when we come back, the leader of a small town. Plus, baseball season is here. An update from your Hartford Yard Goats.